There actually is a coffee place within a swimming pool in Prague. We also have a beer garden on a pickup truck. Imagine if there was a bridge between Greenland and Ireland. What would it be called? Well, it would be called a girl. And that is exactly the case of this bridge here in Prague, Czech Republic, the newest bridge we have in our city. It is called a girl, or as we say, Holka, because it connects two parts of Prague. One is called Holešovice and the other one is called Karlín. And Holka is a girl. And these parts of Prague happen to host some most amazing venues we have in our city. So let me take you for a nice walk and show you around. Actually, we're starting there. That's the finish. We are in the Prague district called Holešovice, and that around me is the Holešovice market, different halls. There's food trucks, there's different stores in the halls, and there's even a theater that we went to see with Honza. The show was called Hostinec. It was absolutely amazing. The theater is called Jatka 78. You cannot make a mistake going there. You cannot also make a mistake by going into this one. Let us show you the inside of the Hall 22. You may have heard of different markets in the old town of Prague. For example, the Havelský market that some tour guides still say, well, this is where the locals go buy their fruits and veggies. Not true anymore. It's only for touristic souvenirs and touristic stuff and very, very expensive fruits and veggies. So if you want to see an actual market where locals go buy their fruits and veggies and other stuff, you got to come to Hall 22. It's opened every day all year long because it's enclosed, and it's kind of nice to take a stroll around. Tramvaj má vždycky přednost. Auto. Ne. We are finally crossing the new footbridge here in Prague, and when I told you that it connects two parts, not really true. It also connects another part of Prague, which is the Štvanice island, a cool island with a skate park, also some tennis courts, and also on the other side of the island is a surfing wave. One of a kind here in Prague. It is really cool to watch surfers and the castle in the background. We should film it one day and try it. Now, there's one issue with this new pedestrian bridge here in Prague, because if you remember, we have a video with Honza where we crossed all the bridges in Prague that crossed the river, so we have to refilm that video. But we're gonna wait couple more years, because there's another bridge being built, so we'll wait for that one to be finished. Also, and it's weird to say that in autumn, there is a place where you can actually swim in the river. It's called Baden-Baden, a great little hipster truck where you can get, some snacks, beer, and jump into the water. It's clean. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is one of the coolest places in Prague. These are Karlín Barracks. This place is packed in the summer. I mean, there's beach volleyball, there's tables everywhere, there's grill places, there's a summer movie theater. But even in the fall or winter, you can go inside. They actually have believe it or not, a coffee place within a swimming pool. Yep, it looks like this. Pretty cool, right? There's also a bar in the garage, different events, so you can check their schedule. Every day there's something happening, or you can climb this tower. But if you fear heights, like me, don't do it. Not a fun thing to be around. Honziku, právě jsme crashli nějakou party, jsou tady chlebíčky zadara. Nikdo se nekouká a pán už mě viděl. Jsme nabourali nějakou party, co? The barracks themselves are gigantic, enormous, and most of it is actually, believe it or not, empty. And I'm happy that the people that take care of it are using more and more of the space. So, for example, the newest addition is an inside regular movie theater that is up there at the end. That's also the name of it, the theater up there at the end. If there's a coffee place I really love, it's the one that knows my order, so I don't need to order. It's already waiting for me when I sit down. A little espresso with a touch of milk and, of course, a homemade lemonade. This is Café Parlor. The interior will blow you away. Absolutely beautiful place here in Karlín. But let's be fair, there's a lot of cool places here in Karlín. This part of Prague used to be a dump. And then it was hit by major floods in 2002. Therefore, everything had to be renewed, reconstructed, and now it's the hype part of Prague. There's all the big businesses, there's many coffee places, luxury restaurants, and so on. So that's why we're taking you around, so maybe you can also discover some other venues. But if you see this one, go in. This is one of the coolest patios, gardens I've ever seen in a restaurant or at a restaurant. This is an old pickup truck where you can sit and have a beer. But this is going to be hard for you to decide if you want to have it outside or inside of this pub that is called By the Tunnel, because the inside is so cozy. It's unbelievable. There's this old stove where they heat up the soup. You can obviously get a lunch, and it's so nice inside. But you know, I guess in the summer you may want to hang out on the pickup truck. And if you want to see another really cool place, you don't have to go any further than just that corner, where is a coffee place called Garage. Because if you look at a Google Street View, just 4 years ago, that place was a garage. Now turned into a lovely coffee place. Na zdraví. Cheers. We already took a bridge on our walk, but let's take a tunnel. This one leads to Žižkov, and there's that big sign that in Czech says, "Don't be afraid." If you're afraid, don't go to Žižkov. Ooh. Well, hello and welcome to Žižkov. Žižkov is the Prague district with that ugly TV tower that is sticking out of it, but it's also a home to some very cool places, like the best ramen in Prague. So if you're hungry by now during your walk, Taiko is the best. Shown by my sister, love it. Best ramen ever. But we'll continue on our walk or hike further up the hill. Me and Honza just agreed that this is one of the most beautiful views there is over our city here. This is Žižkov. This man is Jan Žižka. It's the statue you saw in the very beginning of the video. It's tiny little, right? Much bigger when you're under it. By the way, the third largest horse riding statue in the world. We were about to show you a coffee place here too. Unfortunately, it's closed throughout the winter, so come here in the spring or come at any given moment. We showed you multiple places along the walk. You can take the same walk. It took around 2-3 hours and discover on your own, or use our maps that we have on our Patreon. Link will be below. I'll see you next week on our channel Honest Guide next Sunday. Bye-bye. That behind me is the Czech flag. And how do you say flag? In Czech, it's vlajka. Vlajka is a flag. Vlajka. Není tohle prapor? Isn't this prapor? Which is a different name for a flag because it's like larger. I don't know. Vlajka.